Hello YouTube, DJC right here. Today's DC News. Dynamic duo, the film about Jason Todd and Dick Grayson's story is eyeing a spring 2028 release window with massive action set pieces similar to the Bourne Ultimatum. Isn't it too far away? We got excited for nothing since its release date is so far away. I guess I'll post it an update as soon as we have more news. Maybe 3 years later. Rumor. Dua Lipa is rumored to have joined the DC Universe. She is rumored to have signed a 10-year contract with the DC Universe to play a magician with a strong, charismatic presence. She will portray the character starting with a cameo in an upcoming project and later joining a supernatural team-up project. Do you think this is true? So James Gunn replied, "Until this moment, it was neither of those things. But as of now, it's both." 10-year contract? Do they think this is 1930s? I'm a Dua Lipa fan, but no. James Gunn. Is this mean she will be in DCU, but not 10-year contract? I'm kinda confused. Wouldn't Dua Lipa be a good choice for Wonder Woman since she's 5'8"? That's pretty tall. What do you guys think? Someone asked James Gunn, is John Cena like the nicest guy in the world? Because he really seems like the nicest guy in the world. James Gunn replied, John is nice, sure, but has something I value a lot more than niceness: integrity. The Batman Part 2 will be releasing October 2nd, 2026. Script is finished and starts filming early next year. Greg Fraser likely to return as cinematographer, but he might be working on Dune Messiah, so he might not likely join the Batman the Part 2. Matt Reeves teases more spin-offs from the Batman universe. I can tell you this, we would love to be able to do more, but I can also say we are already talking to HBO about more. The opportunity of being able to then, on HBO, go and explore characters that wouldn't be able to have that kind of real estate creatively as we were able to do with Oz. That is something that we are talking to HBO about. They're very excited about that idea. That's something that we really hope we are going to able to do that. I guess more Penguins coming and maybe Catwoman or Joker or Rogues Gallery. In 2026, Supergirl Women of Tomorrow will face some competitions. Avengers Doomsday, Spider-Man 4, The Batman Part 2, Shrek 5, Toy Story 5, and so on. And I love 2026. According to Daniel RPK, Blade is reportedly still on track to start filming in the United Kingdom in 2025 with lower budget. It will be dark and R-rated. The studio is working on a new script. It will have a smaller budget compared to previous MCU films. I hope Mahershala should deserve much better treatment than this. I'm talking about DC Studio. Bitsy explains why Superman and Lois is canceled after season 4.
Do you know why? Is there truth to the rumor that Warner Brothers didn't, that's what I saw. And granted, you can't believe everything you read on the internet and believe nothing you read on the internet actually.
Right.
But that they don't want two competing Supermans. Is that true? Or I have no idea.
I've heard the same rumors. What I addressed at Comic-Con and what I said, and sort of knowing Peter Safran and James Gunn loosely, socially,
yeah,
both of them, I have tremendous respect for both of them. And I just very much am a believer that it is what it is. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend like we went into this thinking we were going to go 7 seasons.
Yeah.
That's what we were told. And so it was shocking that everything happened, but it was almost like this triple whammy, to be honest. It wasn't, people keep putting the blame on Gunn and Safran, but the reality is the CW was sold to Nexstar. Warner Brothers had a new head in David Zaslav, and then also DC Comics had new heads. So those were sort of the three, and there was some upheaval, but truthfully, I think James Gunn is brilliant and I trust him. And I trust that he really loves the IP of Superman. And I feel like he's going to direct an amazing movie.
Yeah.
And whether that had to do with our cancellation or not is neither here nor there, because it's over. And so all we could do is go into it and give it our best. And it was tough because season 4, we had major budget cuts. We went from 13 series regulars to 5. So a lot of the cast who had been doing either all episodes produced or maybe 10 out of 13, all of a sudden we're getting 2 or 3. And I think kudos to the writers for really making it feel like at least some of those casts were in every episode. So it didn't feel like it was a different show at all. It still feels like the same show. And we had, David Gentoli, my husband, he directed episode 3, and we had been shooting, 10, 11-day shoots for a 1-hour drama, which is a lot. Grimm had 8-day shoots. Typically it's 8-day shoots. And we dropped season 4 to 8 days. And David, I don't quite know why he only had 7, but David had to do his episode of Superman and Lois in 7 days.
That's
and
so fast.
He had a huge episode and he got it done. But, it was scary, obviously, having to do so much and all the VFX and stunt work and then all this emotional stuff. So it was, season 4 was faster, but I still, I watched the series finale at Warner Brothers with a bunch of the cast and post-production team, and it looks as beautiful and as cinematic as any other episode.
There's a spoiler about Superman movie. Please skip if you wish. According to McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse line, McFarlane released a toy line for the upcoming Superman movie. 2 interesting names popped up from that line, Ultraman and Baby Kaiju. Ultraman is now confirmed to be one of the villains in Superman. So it was not Ulysses, it was Ultraman. And there's a guy asked James Gunn about this toy line. James, there are some toys and figures related to Superman that are potentially leaking big spoilers for the film. They are ruining the excitement for the movie. What do you have to say about these toy spoilers? James Gunn replied, I'm not sure what you're talking about, but I have to okay all the toys and I don't think any of them spoil anything. James Gunn also mentioned the primary protagonist of Superman is shockingly Superman. The main villain of Superman is shockingly Lex Luthor. I don't know where all the stuff is coming from that it's something other than this. There are so many stories coming out every day, it's difficult to deal with, and every time I strike something down, I'm giving it attention. So I'll say it again. Don't believe anything unless you see it here. Why would you want to know everything before the movie comes out anyway? Well, that's true, but we want to know the stuff. Well, because we're excited and we would like to find out more about this. Well, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you soon. Please leave a like and subscribe this channel. Before I go, here is Isabella Merced talking about David Cornsweat.
No, David is just like this hometown boy. I feel like if he could be a food, he would be cornbread. He's so just real and hardworking, and he's a golden retriever, and I just think he's probably the best person in this time right now alive on this earth to play Superman. I really believe in him, and he's very nice to me, so I would like to see him succeed.